let me jump over here into Master Duel. Just gonna make sure my controller is working, and it is. So let's go ahead and look at the decks first. So really, I'm using these two decks right now, the Nurse Burn and also an Exodia / Fiend deck. I'll get into that in a moment. Let's start with the Nurse Burn, just because that's mainly the one that I'm using right now. So if we go to Edit Deck, let's see. Okay, thank you. Got it. All right, so let's go into it here. So a couple things I like to do right off the bat that I like to include in all my decks, and if you guys have suggestions for different cards to supplement these with or replace them with, please let me know. But Akarna Force Zero, the full, has probably been one of my favorite cards to use, only because of the fact that I find it a little bit better than Scapegoat in the sense where if you're just going to be just attacked by multiple monsters, the opponent's got to find a way to be able to get him off the field, and he can't be destroyed by battle. Obviously, with modern Yu-Gi-Oh, that's a little bit easier to do nowadays, but it's just my way of trying to mitigate taking some damage that way. Let's see. Obviously, with the Nurse Burn kit, you have to have Dark Lord Nurse. And then what we also have is going to be our trap counterpart to that, which is going to be Bad Reaction. So as long as I have either this card or Dark Nurse on the field, they essentially do the same effect, which, if you're not familiar already, which some of you might be, that if any effect that would make your opponent gain life points, the same amount of damage, give the same amount of damage to them. So this is a burn deck, so we're going to just try to go ahead and take away the opponent's life points by trying to use these different types of cards in combination. So for example, say if we have either Bad Reaction active or if we have Dark Lord Nurse on the field and going, then we're going to try to use different cards to make them lose life points that would actually make them gain them originally. So for example, here we have this card called Gift Card. This is going to give 3,000 life points to your opponent, but again, as long as we have either Bad Reaction or Dark Lord Nurse, we're going to actually make them lose 3,000. So this is kind of the strategy here. So this is kind of what we're building around. We do have some other cards though that kind of go along with this idea here. So we also have the Paths of Destiny. This one I saw recently on YouTube not too long ago, where both players toss a coin. If a player's result is in head, they gain 2,000 life points, and if their result is tails, then they take 2,000. This is kind of fun because, again, if we have either Bad Reaction or Dark Lord Nurse already on the field, regardless, the opponent's going to be losing some life points regardless whether they get heads or tails. So that's kind of a nice fun one there. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, Trap Trick. This is kind of a way just to be able to search through our traps so that way we can get them onto the field sooner rather than having to just hope to draw for it. So essentially the idea is if you have multiple copies of a trap card in your deck, you're able to banish one and then put another copy directly on the field, and you can activate it that same turn. So that's always fun. And then Blazing Mirror Force. This is, very similar to what we've seen before with Mirror Force, except it's got a nice little spin to it as well, where what it's going to do is it takes the attack points of all of your opponent's monsters, get the combined total, cut it in half, you take damage first equal to what that is, and if you do, then your opponent also is going to take that same amount of damage as well. So the whole design behind this deck, again, is to try to reduce your opponent's life points instead by attacking by using these different type of burn strategies here. All right, so we have that. Let's see what else we got in here. This is a little bit different maybe for a Nurse Burn deck, but I like using Eye of Truth. Reason for it is, one, you can kind of intimidate your opponent by having to force them to show your cards or their cards in their hand. Regardless whether I care to look at them or not, it just probably makes them feel a little bit uncomfortable. And as long as they have a spell card in their hand during the standby phase, then again, normally they would gain 1,000 life points, but because of the cards that we're using, they're going to actually lose. So all these different combinations here is just kind of death by 1,000 cuts. That's what we're trying to do. Now, let's see. We've gone over these here. Let's see. Try and Guess, again, from a YouTube video that suggested this. This is kind of fun. Try and Guess makes it so that way you have to guess. Let me just read it to make sure I have it right. If each player has an extra deck, declare one extra monster card type, whether Fusion, Synchro, or XYZ. Both players reveal their extra deck, and the player who has more cards of the declared card type gains 3,000, which again, we're going to make them lose 3,000 instead. All right, let's see what else we got. We have Secret Barrel. This is another fun one. 200 points of damage towards your opponent for every card in their hand. Let's see, their hand, and for each card they control. This is nice and fun because, as we know in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a lot of people who like to do a bunch of summoning or being able to get the cards from their deck either into their hand or on the field. So you're kind of giving them a little bit of a consequence kind of situation by doing that. We have 2 of these here, and then probably one of my new favorite cards. I know this has been, when I say new, I mean new to me, not to the game. Magic Cylinder. This is always fun, especially when you have an opponent who really beefs up one of their monsters and tries to attack you. This actually happened recently. They had like 6,000 attack, and I was able to throw all that directly back at their life points, and I ended the game with that. So we have 3 copies of that. And then Ring of Destruction. This is another fun one to kind of make it short and simple. You select one monster that your opponent controls. Let's see here. Just want to make sure I do have it right. You destroy them, but before you destroy them, you take whatever the attack is of that monster. So let's say it's 3,000 points. You take damage equal to that, but then so does your opponent too. So mind you, when it comes to this deck that I have in front of me, this is not going to be necessarily without consequence. You're always going to have a little bit of a sacrifice, whether you're taking a hit on your own life points. But the idea, the strategy here is that you go ahead and exhaust your opponent first before you exhaust yours. So let's see, Banishment of the Dark Lord. This is another great card because, again, as Dark Lord Nurse is critical to this deck, this is just making it so that way we can get our Dark Lord Nurse from the deck into our hand. So we have 2 copies of this trying to help us get her sooner into our hand. And then Pot of Duality, just another great card. You know, pick one of the 3 cards on the top of your deck and shuffle. And then Upstart Goblin, draw 1 card, but your opponent gains 1,000 life points, which again, we're going to try to cost them 1,000 life points instead. Card of Destruction, I've had mixed results with this. I'll leave it now, and maybe we'll change it out later, but the idea is just however many cards you have in your hand, you throw them in the graveyard, and for however many you get put into the graveyard, you draw that same amount. So that can be nice just to try to find certain cards quicker, even though it's not specific to what cards you'll get. If you know your deck is kind of low and you know that there's a card in your deck that you really want, you might have a high likelihood of picking it up. Ash Blossom, this has been a card as a returning Yu-Gi-Oh player I found out to be very critical, especially when it comes to playing against modern Yu-Gi-Oh players. It's been a love-hate relationship with the new formats and stuff, but hey, it is what it is, and the cards are legal, so it's up to me, my responsibility, to try to just live in the world that exists now and try to make it happen. But Ash Blossom is great for trying to again, stay current with it all. So we have 2 copies of these. Sangan, I really like this card only because of the fact that when it's destroyed, I can take, any monster with 1,500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. This is great for, again, getting Dark Lord Norse, or again, if I'm in a situation where I really need to protect myself, I can pull Arcana Force Zero, the Fool, and get him into my hand. Let's see. Card D. This is another good one where, again, if I can afford to do it, once you summon this monster in the field, you can immediately activate its effect and throw it into the graveyard and draw 2 more cards. So it's just a way trying to get through your deck a little bit sooner. Let's see, Max C. Let's see, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, immediately draw 1 card. So you can see the advantages with that. And let's see here. A cat of, is it Ill Omen or Third Omen? Not sure anyways, but this is the card here. The idea is if this card is flipped, then I can look for a trap that I want to have and place it on the top of my deck. So when it becomes my turn, I'm going to get that card I need. So let's go ahead and look at the next deck really quickly, and then we'll start dueling with this one first. Okay. So next one here is going to be this Exodia Fiend one, as I've called it. This is one that I was using prior, and it probably needs some revisement, so it's been a while since I've looked at this, but the idea behind this is that we are trying to use Exodia Incarnate, which, if you're not familiar with, is a pretty awesome card in the sense where, as you can see, its attack and defense is 0, but its attack increases by 1,000 for every piece of Exodia that you have in the graveyard. So you can really beef it up to 5,000, which will be great. That's another really pretty powerful monster that you can get. Now, I understand that this could be a bit outdated for some folks, and that's fine. That's okay. Again, this is an older deck, but still been a fun one that I've played with. So what my strategy is with this deck is not just Exodia Incarnate, but it's also to potentially win by having all 5 pieces of Exodia in my hand. Or the other option is actually using this guy here, Legendary Fiend. If you're not familiar with this card, I like it a lot. It requires 1 tribute, which is the only downside, but once per turn during your standby phase, this card gains 700 attack, which, as you can see here, we also have Swords of Revealing Light. So if you can last the first couple of rounds, this card is on the field and it's starting to build up 700 attack each turn, it can really grow to be a very powerful monster. Now, obviously, again, there's different ways that you can either negate the effect or prevent, being able to successfully attack your opponent with, again, a variety of different, methods and cards that are out there, but still, nonetheless, really like this card in the past. So, again, those are our 3 methods. So we're either going to be getting all 5 pieces of Exodia in our hand. We're going to be, the other way is using Exodia Incarnate just to have a really powerful monster in our hand or on the field that we can attack with. Or lastly, Legendary Fiend, or it could be a combination of these different types. I've had situations where I've had Legendary Fiend and Exodia Incarnate on the field, and between the 2 of them, been able to win a duel, or I am able to use Exodia Incarnate, and since all 5 pieces of Exodia are in the graveyard, one of the other rules about this card is that at the end of your turn, 1 piece of the Exodia card has to go back into your hand. So that's another way to be able to essentially draw all the cards that you need. So there's some other ones here. We'll just look briefly. Some of these I might switch out. I have a Battle Footballer, which really the purpose of this was just having a high defense monster that was a level 4, so I don't need a tribute summon. And then kind of the opposite, the inverse we have here. What is it? Gene, Warped Wolf, or Warwolf. I don't even know how to properly say it, but 2,000 attack, so pretty decent attack that we have here. Same thing with this dragon we have here, and then like we had in the other deck, Arcana Force Zero the Fool, again another one of my favorites. Then we have Mystic Tomato, which even back in the olden days, right, I guess we used to say, just another great card. When this card is destroyed, you can go ahead and actually take a monster with 1,500 or less attack and put it directly onto the field. So that's an attack position, which is nice. And I believe if I remember correctly, yep, that means Legendary Fiend. We should be able to do that as well. So we'll go ahead and play with this deck a little bit later. We'll do Nurse Burn first. Let's see. We obviously have, what is it, Regeki. That's always fun. Harpy's Feather Duster and Monster Reborn in case we need it. And a Foolish Burial, which is also nice in terms of kind of getting prepared for Exodia Incarnate, or trying to draw pieces of Exodia, especially if you have Incarnate already on the field. So the idea is that you want to try to load up as much of your graveyard as you can with Exodia pieces, so that way by the time you do summon him, he's got a high enough attack. Let's see here. Heart of the Underdog, just every time we have a normal monster that we draw, as long as we reveal it, we can draw more, which is again why I have all these normal type monsters here, with the exception again of some of these guys. Let's see, Supply Squad, just another good card in the sense where if you have a monster that's destroyed, you get to draw a card. We have 2 instances of that. We have Mirror Force, which we might look into changing. We have 3 copies. We might look into changing to one of this into, what is it, Blazing Mirror Force. And then Summon Limit. Summon Limit, this might be a good as well. We'll see. I don't know with modern Yu-Gi-Oh if this will still work or not, but especially since a lot of people like to summon monsters onto the field, this might be able to kind of mitigate the amount. Whether it will be effective or not, we'll find out. And then we also do have Obliterate. So Obliterate is what's used in conjunction with Exodia Incarnate, and it's a fun card and can sometimes piss off some players here, where the idea is when you activate it, you're able to choose a monster that your opponent has on their side of the field and send it back to their hand. And if you do, well, excuse me, you first have to take a piece of Exodia, right? Is it a piece of Exodia? For each monster, or for each Forbidden One monster. So that means it could be, I believe, Exodia Incarnate or any of the pieces. As long as you put one of those cards in your graveyard, you can push their monster that's on the field back into their hand. That can be kind of fun, especially if they go through the fun process of trying to special summon a very specific monster and they had to use a lot of cards and send it to their graveyard already. Once they initiate their battle and try to attack you, if you're able to use this and push it back, you pretty much stop them from at least trying to attack you with that monster, and all their cards are still in the graveyard. So nice little fun one there. All right, so those are the decks. Let's go ahead and just start playing now. So like I said, I'm going to do five duels all the way to the end. So if we have a situation where we lose connection, automatic victory for some reason like that, we're going to keep going until we have 5 duels that completely finish. So let's go ahead and go here. Let me make sure my controller's on, and let's see, there we go. Let's see what we got. I'm also just going to check to see if we have anyone here on the stream. Awesome. Okay. And let's go ahead and duel. So we're going to find someone here. We're going to be doing the Nurse Burn first. And again, I have to just full disclosure, I am not someone who is really good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And again, it's been some time I've played in the past year and a half, but it hasn't been consistently. And again, it's mainly been on Legacy of Duelists, which from what I understand is very outdated. So let's see how we do. All right. Awesome. So it's the other player's turn. I generally like to go second just because I like to draw that 6th card, and that might help me with achieving my strategy sooner than later. Sometimes there's a downside to that, especially if the player summons a lot of monsters and is able to just have a better setup than me. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Let's see if I can take it. Okay, great, this card. So this will be fun to have to deal with. And in the meantime, if we do have anyone who shows up on the live stream, if you have any questions or tips or tricks, feel free to reach out. Let me know. Let's see here. Also, let me know if there's any issues with the stream at all. This being the first time streaming, I'm not sure how well the quality is or if there's any delay. So any issues like that, just feel free to reach out and let me know, and I'll try to fix it whenever I can. So while he sets up, let me kind of take a look here and see what we're going to do. So Ring of Destruction, that might help against this monster over here he's got. Red Rising Dragon, we'll see. Potentially we might do that. Cat of the, what is it, Ill Omen, I'm probably, well, I'm going to set him down, but hopefully we can get either bad reaction or either gift card. It depends whatever we draw here. About to find out. Let's see. All right. Oh, we got bad reaction already. Great. So let's throw this down. let's also do Pot of Duality. Let's see what we have sitting at the top of our deck and what we can take. Let's see if he's got something to counter this. Okay, he's got something to counter this. Okay, so destroying our bad reaction, looks like. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. Options, options, options. Let's go with our Dark Lord Nurse. Let's see what happens if we do this. I have a potential idea of what we can do. Let's summon her. Let's do Ring of Destruction. We're going to do Secret Barrel. Let me see how many cards they have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is that? 8. Alright. Okay, so 1200 damage is what we might potentially be able to do with this. So let's see about that. Okay, and I end my turn. Let's do Secret Barrel. Let's see if they have anything to counter it with. Going to destroy my other card. That's fine. And then, yeah, let's do Trap Trick. I think I know what I'm going to do with this here. See how it works out. Oh, and Ring of Destruction. Let's see. Oh, I can activate it now. And let's do this guy. Confirm. So, let's see. We should both take 3,000 now, I believe. Oh, no, he's doing something with it. Alright, I'm going to take Magic Cylinder. Banish at 1. Place 1 on the field. There we go. Alright, he takes 1,200. And that is it. Looks like they're having a connection issue, so let's see what happens with this. I'm not in a good position, so let's see. They really have an opportunity here to win this duel because I don't have too many options after this. Depends what we draw next, but yeah. Oh, that's it. Okay, automatic victory on that. It's neither good or bad, I really feel. I mean, I didn't really win or earn it, but that's fine. And I ranked out anyway somehow. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's try to do another duel. Like I said, I want to try to do 5 all the way to the end and see what we can get here. Okay. And let's find another opponent. In the meantime, I'm going to check here on the stream. All right. Nothing as of yet. And OBS looks like we're still doing good. All right. So let's go here. I am going to go second again. Okay. So a lot of cards that I am pretty happy to have right now. So let's see here. Gift card's going to be good. So if we can get Bad Reaction or Dark Nurse on the next draw, we have the potential to win the duel, potentially here. Reason why is because we have a gift card here, which again does 3,000 damage, and we have 2, so that's going to give us 6,000 right there. Try and Guess, which again, if we have Bad Reaction or Dark Nurse, that's going to be another 3,000. We also have the Paths of Destiny, which is going to be another 2,000, and Trap Trick will just, we can use it for whatever we feel like using it for at that time. We can either maybe do Magic Cylinders in case, just for protection, if we do go into battle phase and I need to throw one of the attacks back at their life points, we might do that. But let's just see. We can't really do too much of anything though without one of those 2 cards that I mentioned before, so let us see. 3 Scout. Okay. I have seen... Oh, okay. You know what? I don't know what to say about this. It would be fun to finish the duel. I mean, I would rather lose than it to end. At least it goes all the way to the end. But hey, it is what it is. I was having fun, kind of coming up with a strategy there in the first hand, but that's fine. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. And thank you and welcome to the all of two viewers who are watching right now. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Again, if you have any suggestions, let me know. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and start this duel. Oh, I missed the coin toss, so I have no idea if I'm going first or second. Let's find out. Looks like I'm going second. All right, let's see. Perfect. Banishment of the Dark Lord. We're going to be able to get our nurse right away, and we also have bad reaction, which will be good. Let's see. Magic Cylinder. So probably what I'm going to do here is put my Dark Nurse out in attack position. Obviously, when you summon it, you have to have it in attack position. And I'll play Magic Cylinder, so enticing them to want to attack me. But then I'll use, again, Magic Cylinder to throw the damage that I would take back at them. And then at the same time, we'll try to use Gift Card here to get an additional 3,000 points of damage here. And then if everything goes well, let's see what we have. Arcana Force 0 the Fool. This I might need to play on my turn after just to protect myself depending what's left, because unfortunately with what we have as of right now, depends on the next card, it won't be enough to kill them in one turn. So let's see what we can do. All right. So I'm thinking if I want to change my strategy here. Let's see what I draw. I don't know if I want to lead with Dark Nurse. That's another bad reaction. So you know what? We're not going... I'll put her in my hand, but I don't think I'm going to summon her since I have two bad reactions. So we'll do this. There we go. And I'm going to put Arcana Force 0 just to better protect myself, because since I already have two bad reactions, even if they do something to negate one of them, I will have a second one as a backup that I can also activate. So let's see what we can do here with this. And also, again, with Arcana Force 0, can't be destroyed by battle. So hopefully we're just able to have a better stronghold. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, let's do it. So let's do our gift card, and let's do one of our bad reactions. Let's see if he's going to respond. Say no. Perfect. Resolving. So they're going to lose 3,000 right now. Perfect. Okay. Now, here's the other thing that's nice about this too. He doesn't know I have a second one. So maybe they might not know what I have, so I could kind of maybe use it as a bluff. We'll see. Nope, nothing as of yet. So let's see what they attack with. Oh no. Okay, well, there goes my Magic Cylinder. But again, hopefully you'll be okay since we have Arcana Force 0. Let's see here. Oh. There we go. At least that protected us. The question is now on this turn, or on, moving forward, are they going to have a way to be able to remove them off the field? That's going to be the question. Or to put into attack mode, which that is the one big problem with this card, is that because it cannot be destroyed in battle, if your opponent finds a way to put him into attack position, or you do the dumb thing like I've done before and accidentally summoned him in attack position, you leave a total opening to your life points. So that's the risk that comes with that card. All right, we're gonna do Trap Trick. Hopefully what we can do is try to, let's see, get, I don't know if we can do, we might be able to do another Magic Cylinder or another gift card. Actually, that might be the best, so we can banish one but still do another 3,000 damage. So let's see what happens here. Only problem is they're still going to have 500 life points left over if I do gift cards, so we'll see. Let's do it. Let's try it. There we go. Nope. Let's keep that in our back pocket. Again, I'd rather keep it as a bluff for now. So now they know I have it, so let's see what they're going to do. And hopefully I should be able to activate this. They're going to try to banish that card. Yeah, they're going to try to get rid of it, aren't they? Oh, no. Actually, no, that's fine. First of all, let's activate this. Let's see. Okay. Yes, it still did it. It still did it. So even though they got rid of it, and I don't have to show my other bad reactions, so they don't know what's under here. Now, it's not doing us much protection anyways, but hopefully it kind of makes them enough or a little bit nervous. And again, if I get, I don't know, Upstart Goblin in the next hand, we could potentially win this, because I'll just activate this trap card, play Upstart Goblin, and that'll be it. Let's see here. And I got a comment here. Hey Chris, what kind of deck do I play? So right now I am doing the Nurse Burn, my version of one, and also an Exodia Incarnate / Legendary Fiend type of deck. What else was I going to say? Meta. No, I'm not that good. Like I said, the point of these videos I'm doing is like I'm more of a journeyman, so very novice. So the idea is to get better with time. So this is day one. So welcome to the stream, and thank you for just taking the time to watch. If you have any suggestions at all, please, I'm willing to take it. And son of a bitch. Well, there goes my protection, and my life points are completely exposed and open. So let's see if no, I don't think I'm going to be able to survive this. I don't have anything here to protect me. So, yep. Good job, sir. Good job. I will take the defeat. That's fine. All right, here we go. Am I still going to have? Nope, that's it. Ah, well, hey, that was fun. At least I got him close. 500. 500. I know. Sour feeling, but that's okay. All right, let's go on to the next one. So let me also document that. I want to document my win rate here on this. So this is NB for Nurse Burn. Let me just make a quick note. So the L's is 1, and the wins right now are currently at a 0. All right, let's move on to the next one. And let's do, let's see, turn to main menu. There we go. And, oh, okay, my call. Let's go second. Let's keep with that. All right. So, let's see. All right. It's their turn. So let's see what we draw next. But just looking here right now at my hand, I'm probably going to start with a kind of Force Zero. The reason why is just to have something to protect myself a little bit here. I don't have what I need as of right now between the Upstart Goblin and the gift card to use them to damage my opponent's life points right now. You can use Sandgam, but the problem with playing them first is that I don't have any other cards that will allow me to do any kind of other special summons to be able to, again, add more monsters on the field to negate multiple attacks. So I think Arcana, I'm just going to call him Arcana or the Fool. I'll use that interchangeably, so we'll see. Let's see, I have, Chris, what are you saying here? Play some Lava Golem to take out your opponent's big monsters. I'll have to check that out. So I will come back to your comment later and check out that card and see what I can do here. So like I said, I'm going to play 5 matches with the deck as it is, and then we'll make some adjustments. But I really do appreciate that. So thank you very, very much, sir. All right. Hey, we got Nurse. Okay, so let's see what we can do to change up our strategy here. Let's see. It's a bit of a risk here because I'm only going to have 1 monster on the field, but let's do it. Put Nurse on the field immediately. Let's go ahead and now do Upstart Goblin. They're going to lose 1,000. There we go. All right, so we got another monster. We didn't get any Blazing Mirror Force or anything like that, unfortunately, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and do Gift Card. End the turn. I'm going to have to figure out when is the best time to play Gift Card. I don't want to do it right at the beginning and then I use it. My opponent sees I have no other traps and just a monster on the field. That could be problematic, so I might wait till the battle phase, which again could be too late, but hey, as long as I can try to take out as much of their life points as possible, then we'll see what we can do. All right, no, not yet. We're gonna wait there, and then let's see. Chris, Fairy is a good card to burn your opponent or gain life points. Okay, that's another recommendation. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Oh, it's my turn already. Great. So if that's the case, let's go ahead and activate Gift Card now. Awesome. Let's set our Magic Cylinder 2. Let's also put Arcana Force 0. This will just be good as a protection in case we do lose Nurse. All right. Oh, I should have also put Nurse in defense mode. Wasn't thinking, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm noticing something here. I don't know if you guys have seen this in Master Duel as well. I've noticed that there are players that don't do anything. Like, they don't actually play. They just start and end their turn, like what's happening here. So I think that's what we're dealing with. Yeah, see, they're just throwing cards away. They're drawing too many and throwing them away. So I don't know what this is about, but this has happened several times. If any of you have also experienced the same thing where it just feels like an easy win like that, please let me know. If any of you understand why that's happening, that would be great too. So just to end this duel sooner than later, especially if that's what this is happening here, I'm just going to attack. There we go. Yeah, this is really strange. I don't know why sometimes we get paired with players like this that don't actually do anything, but okay. I wonder if there are such things as just bots that just play and do this, and if so, why they would even exist. Unsure, but yeah, okay. So I'm going to just attack and end this duel, but I'm not going to count it as a win just because this very clearly is not someone I'm playing against or who's playing the game, so it's not a fair representation to add to our win and loss rate. So yeah, even though it's a victory, I'm not going to count it as a win. All right. All right, here, let's return to menu. Let's go ahead and duel. In the meantime, let's see what we got here. And okay, we're going second. Oh no, they're going to decide. Let's see. I'm going first. All right, well, this will be different. All right. Okay, so fun stuff we got going on here. We don't have bad reaction, but we can get bad reaction by using Trap Trick, which might be a good idea. We have Secret Barrel and 2 Magic Cylinders. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm pretty much going to play this entire hand with the exception of Upstart Goblin. I would prefer to wait till bad reaction's on the field to play it. But what this will do is give us the ability to at least throw 2 of our opponent's attacks back at them. We can use Secret Barrel to just inflict some more damage. I don't think it's going to get us to an automatic win, but hey, at least it gives us something to start with. And again, I have no monsters, so this just kind of depends on how many monsters and what their attack is, on whether I survive this or not. So, fun times. All right. All right, let's see. No, not yet. What was the other one? Trap Trick? Oh, I could actually do Trap Trick, get rid of that, and then just get Battery out. Let's do that. If it gives us the opportunity to, we'll do that again. Okay. Let's do Trap Trick now. And let's see if they have a response to that. Sir, what do you say to that? No. So I think it's going to go through. It's going to resolve. Great. So let's get... Ooh. I actually think I'm going to change it up. Let's do one of these Blazing Mirror Force instead. So that way, if they summon a bunch of monsters, we have... I mean, between this, Magic Cylinders, the 2 that I have, there could be a potential where I could try to kill them in this turn. We'll see. And this Secret Barrel, too. Actually, this might work out. Depends what they have. Okay. We got a potential trap card. Let's see what happens there. By the way, Chris or anyone, if you're still watching the stream, if you could just let me know, I just want to make sure that the video and the audio is working fine. Okay, gift card, nice. Okay, we're not going to be able to use that now. This is the first time me streaming here on Facebook, let alone playing a video game on Facebook. So, okay, so now it's my turn. Cool. Let's just do Secret Barrel now. And we're going to get, what, 1,200? Oh, let's see if he's got a response to that. There we go. So we got that, and we still have these here. So unless he completely wipes my board, which I've had happen before, we'll see what happens. And Upstart Goblin didn't choose to do it. I just didn't want to give him the life points, you know, and I don't know for sure what's going to be the next card, so didn't seem like it was worth the risk. Let's see if I regret that decision or not now, but I feel pretty good having, as long as, again, I can keep my back row. I think I have enough to kind of negate any potential unpleasantries. Is that how they say it? Turn change again. Okay. Maybe they're waiting on me to attack. Let's get Sangan on the field just for the sake of having something between us and our life points, aside from our back row. And that should be it. Let's see, what is this guy? Discard one card, or discard one card, then 2. Special summon a defense position for the rest of the turn. This card resolves. You cannot special summon monsters. Okay, all right. So again, being someone who's a returning player, I don't know what a majority of these cards are anymore. So sometimes I have to take a moment while the cards are still in the field to try to read and know what they are, especially from the opponent's side. So we'll see. Hey, thanks, Chris. I really appreciate it. Thank you for confirming that the video and audio is working, and I really appreciate your support. It means a lot. So thank you. Let's see what we can do here with this. I got 1 L so far. I was going to go 5 duels, but this is taking kind of long, and not only that, but just the weird kind of like automatic victories and the players that weren't, or opponents that weren't playing back. It's taking a little bit longer. So I think I'm going to try to keep this stream somewhere between an hour 15, 2 hours. Just really depends what happens here. But thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. Let's see what we got here. Assuming they're boss monster. Again, they're just ending. They're not attacking. I think... I don't know if my back row looks too intimidating to them, but we'll see what happens. Okay, this should be fun. I think... I don't know if this will work, but let's see if it will work. Let's go ahead and get our Dark Lord Nurse. Do you have a response, sir? Maybe. Maybe not. Because then I have a pretty good chance here of maybe trying to win this duel. Between the two magic cylinders, the Blazing Mirror Force. Okay. Alright. So if I understand, they get to draw 2. That's... Okay, so let's get our nurse. Okay, there we go. And then... There we go. And now I'll do Upstart Goblin. We're going to make them lose 1,000 right now. We'll gain another card, see what happens with that. Let's see if they negate it. Nope. Oh, hey, another Banishment of the Dark Lord. Let's just get another nurse in our hand for the sake of having in our hand. Oh, we can only set it. Ah, shit. Okay. Pardon my French, guys. Let me set this. Roxanne, thank you. I appreciate your support. Hopefully here I'm able to win this next one. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Alright. End phase. Let's see. They're in their May phase 1 now. Let's see what happens. I want to try to activate this gift card as soon as possible now that I have Dark Lord. Hopefully they don't do something like get rid of my nurse beforehand. They gain 3,000. But let's see. All right, here we go. Gift card. Do you have a response? There we go. 3,000, and hopefully we can entice them now to attack. Oh, no, they didn't attack. I don't know why they're not doing that. Ring of Destruction. Let's first activate this card. Just get another Dark Nurse in my hand. I want to have it in my hand. I'm not going to summon just because I want to have it as a safety net in case I lose my other one. So, okay. And Ring of Destruction. I might put the pressure on them. What I might do is activate Ring of Destruction during their next turn to get rid of their monster and force them to try to put another monster on the field. What is this card, by the way? Again, I don't know all this stuff. Is this one of those? Attack monster. 2-0. Okay. Just want to make sure it wasn't one of these cards like no effects at target or something. I don't know. There's so many monsters at this point that have these, what I feel are very OP effects. But let's see what we can do. So, hey, thank you. I really appreciate it. Let's see what happens. Ring of Destruction. Let's go. Yep. So I'm going to take 25, and do you have a response? I was hoping that was going to kill them, but no, they're going to still have about 300 life points. They're going to have 300 life points left over after this. What is this? What? Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, son of a... Okay. And it didn't even work. Okay, great. Well, at least I have 2 magic cylinders and the Blazing Mirror Force. Let's see what happens. I've always wondered, like, you see how my, like, I don't know, the yellow, like, highlighting part to know what card I'm on? I always got fearful of, like, staying on top of the card I want in case the opponent can see it, even though I know they can't. Obviously, I can't see what cards they're looking through on their end, but yeah, let's see. Okay. What the... Okay. This feels like I'm getting set up for disappointment here. Let's see what happens. Hopefully there's no board wipe on the back. Okay, well, there goes that. At least I didn't have a gift card already. And again, this is why I kept my other nurse in my hand. Specifically for this reason. Alright. I still have Sangan at least, too. Wait, did they just end their turn? I have 26 cards left. How many cards do they have? 26. Okay. I'm just trying to understand what the strategy that they're doing here if they're not going to attack. Again, unless they're trying to find some sort of card to get rid of my back row first before they attack. I'm not sure. The thing is I can't activate these until they attack, so... Let's see. Alright, I'm going to keep my nurse in my hand until... Oh, try and get... Ah, yes. Okay. Nope. Let's go ahead and Let's see. This is 3,000. I might potentially win this right here. So... I have Dark Nurse and Try and Guess. Try and Guess, if you're not familiar, they have to guess, or they have to pick a type of monster card between, what is it here, Fusion, Synchro, and XYZ. We reveal our extra deck. Whoever has more of that kind gets 3,000, but I have none, so they're going to gain 3,000, but because I have Nurse, they're going to lose. So if I can activate this effect right now and it's successful, we'll have just enough to beat them. Let us see. They activated a trap card here. Let's return main phase. Target one card the opponent controls, destroy it. So let's see. What are they doing? Do I have a chance? Oh, no! Was it Try and Guess? I think it was. Yeah, there it is. There it goes. Oh, well. Hey, we tried. Let's see what happens. There's still a potential to win, but... 25. 24. Sure, continue my main phase. Okay, so I have nothing else here. Let's just end it. Turn change. Here we go. And now they draw. By the way, thank you to everyone who is watching right now. Hopefully this is entertaining enough. Again, if you were not here earlier, the point of me streaming and starting this channel, which this channel is going to be shared. Oh, there it is. No, no, no. Well, there goes my strategy. Let's see here. Okay, special attack. Don't let them attack for that turn. Oh, okay. Well, good to know. But, yeah, they control alt delete my entire back road. So, yeah, that's fun. Maybe I can get them to deck out? No. No way. I don't think so. Yeah, not at all. I gotta just take the L here on this. That's okay. I also, I try my best not to just surrender, just play it out to the end. I feel, one, that's the best way you learn. It also depends on my patience sometimes, but generally speaking, I try to just play to the end. So let's see what happens. Oh, there goes Sangan. And bye-bye. Alright, and that's where I start to quote the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Show and say, I have to believe in the heart of the cards. It's this next card that determines everything. I don't have a single card that can help me out here. That's it. I'll take the L. That's fine. Let's just see what we get. Let's see if we can at least make the ending of this duel interesting. How about that? Oh, look at my graveyard. All the cards I needed to win. Gone. Alright, let's see what we get. Magic Cylinder. Don't think it's going to save me, but hey, let's see. Oh, actually, it depends, right? It depends. If they don't get rid of it, and if he attacks first with this, whatever, this Ice Blade Dragon, maybe. Probably not. That's probably very you know, optimistic thinking. But let's see. How funny would that be? Alright. Nope, nope. Target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. Yep, goodbye bye. Yeah. There it goes. Alright. The only glimmer of hope I had is now gone. And he did attack first with the 3,000. Damn. Damn. If only. If only. That's fine. I'll take the L. Alright, so let's add that to the here. So we're now at 2 losses with this deck. Obviously seeing room for improvement on this. That's fine. Okay, no, wasn't trying to do that. Here we go. Alright, let's duel again. So originally for this stream, I've noticed I'm about an hour in. The idea was to do 5 duels with each of the 2 decks that I have. That's probably not going to happen. It's probably going to be, we're going to do Nurse Burn today, and then more than likely finish up with Exodia and Legendary Fiend deck tomorrow. So let's see what we can get done here. So we're getting into another one. Wasn't paying attention to who is going first. Looks like it's me. Or no, it looks like it's them. Looks like I'm going second. Okay. Ash Blossom. Okay. Yep, let's use Ash Blossom. Just try to make this inconvenient for them. Okay. I think you meant burn deck. Yes, it is. If you meant burn deck, then yes. The answer is yes. So in case you were not here before, we're trying to make it more of a bad reaction, Dark Nurse, burn deck. So let's see here. Blazing Mirror Force, that might not be bad. Secret Barrel. Okay, we have enough here again, as long as we don't get our back row deleted here, to do some pretty good damage. It really just kind of depends what they set up, but hey, we'll see. Alright, let's see what we got. Another Secret Barrel. Okay. So I'm playing pretty much all traps here, so let's see what we get. Let's do our 2 Secret Barrels. And we'll leave gift card in our hand because it's not going to do anything beneficial or to our benefit on the field right now. So if I do this right, I'll probably start with Magic Cylinder, do the 2 Secret Barrels, and then the last one, yeah. No, let's wait for them to attack. And then we'll do the Blazing Mirror Force last. Alright, nope. Chris, yep, yeah, I remember you were telling me about those 2 earlier. So I'm going to check those out. So I think the best way, and you let me know what do you think would be a good way to go about this, but what I would like to do is take kind of what I've learned and the suggestions, take them all at the end of the live stream, and take it into the next session that we do, the next live stream, and try to see if we can build or revise a deck using those different types of suggestions together. That way allows us to kind of focus the live stream on building first, and then applying it, take our notes again at the end of the live stream, and then just iterate through that through every live stream. So if you think that's a good suggestion, please let me know. I'm also, it just depends on how active the community is. I can maybe even do polls as well as to either different deck types or cards to add into the deck. So any suggestions you have, please let me know on how we can make this stream more beneficial and engaging with one another. But I appreciate that. So, all right, let's see what we got. again, I kind of want to wait till either the end of their turn or in the battle phase. Let's see, what is that? Place one. Send your spell you can activate. Okay, alright. You can special summon this card. Oh, well, let's see. Let's do it. Let's activate the effect. We might as well start this. And let's do 2. Their response? Nope. Okay, so 1,800, 3,600 damage there. Okay, so hopefully these these other 2 cards we have on the field will keep us alive through this turn. So they're in defense mode right now, but I don't know if they're done doing what they need to do. So let's see what happens. Okay. Lava Golem is an anti-meta. Burn them to death. Fairy as well. Awesome. Yeah, again, I'm going to have to check those out then for sure. So here's a question for you, Chris. Would you say those 2 cards would be independent decks from the Nurse deck that you can see that I'm playing right now, or to try to include them into this one, right? Okay, so we have Upstart Goblin. Damn, no monsters, but that's okay. Let's just try to stick with these and see what we can do here. I'm not going to play Upstart Goblin because I don't want to give them any more life points. But yeah, let me know if you think we need to do a deck separate with those that you're mentioning, or if we can revise this deck that we have right now. So between Bad Reaction and Nurse, with all the associated cards to try to burn them, and then trying to include those. Again, I don't know those specific cards and how they specifically operate, so maybe the answer is obvious, but I just don't know until I read those cards. Awesome. Okay. To improve it, make it your deck more consistently. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So then I'll definitely look into that. Like I said, I think what we'll do is, since I try to go over my decks at the beginning of the live stream, what we'll do is I will open up the Nurse Burn deck profile again in Master Duel at the beginning of tomorrow or the next live stream. I'd like to try to do this every day. Whether I can or can't, that's up to debate, but we'll see what we can do. But then we can make that edit then. That would be great. So, looks like he threw Blazing Mirror Force back in my hand. Okay, let's see what happens then. World Sea Dragon Zeal. Okay. Special summon any monsters. Summon as many possible. Oh, great. You destroy cards on the. Oh, great. Okay. Well, this seems to be a bit of a pickle. All right. Rainbow Overdragon. I don't know why that sounds like a fruit roll-up flavor. Rainbow Overdragon. I have seen this card come up a lot. Oh, well. This one here. I need to read more and see its effect, because I've seen this come up in a lot of duels, so I'm assuming this is a really popular card to be using right now. When your opponent attacks this card, you can target 2 face-up monsters, including a monster you control, banish both until the end of the phase. Well, then now I know why it's popular. Thing is that, now I'll take the 1600 on that. That's fine. But we have two 4,000, which means I am... Do it. Do it. Do it. Don't negate it. Oh, oh no. Oh. Oh. But no damage. Okay, and we're going to take 4,000 damage. Well, at least I'm still in the game. All right, let's see here. Let's see. I think they're done. Oh, no, they're doing something. Let's see. All right, end of their turn. Let's go ahead and draw. Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, this was not beneficial. At this point, you know what I can do? I'll try Upstart Goblin to see if I get anything that might be able to help at this point. But I'm not that confident. We'll see. No. Okay. All right. Let's take our cat in the hat. I know that's not the name of the card. Just poking fun here. Let's see. Let's just I don't know. Maybe call a bluff here, or try to make a bluff here, I should say. Yeah, why not? At this point, we'll risk it all. See what happens. And then Chris, let's see. Battle Fader and Electromagnetic Turtle are great for offense and can live another day. Yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna have to look into those as well then, because it doesn't look like I'm doing that great right now. Let's see. SP is always good to be able to dodge. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me read here. Dodge. Oh, okay. Well, clearly something happened here. I lost everything. We have a total board wipe. Oh, shoot. All right, let's see. It's gift card. You know what? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and play gift card and just give them their points back. I will lose as a gentleman, and I will even give a gift of goodwill. I'll give them 3,000 points. It would be funny if they negated the effect for the 3,000 points. They're too good for it. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh my god. We're gonna give them 6,000 life points. I don't know if I stepped on a bug yesterday or if I did something to piss someone off, but I feel that this is karma right now because I'm not getting anything good right now at the moment. It's almost insulting the cards that I'm getting, but that's probably just has to do with my my skills at this game. Now, well, I'm gonna give it to him, but only when they're ready. Once they're in the battle phase. No, not yet, not yet. $33. How many cards do they have left? 26. Do they all go... Oh, all those cards went back into my deck. So is that like a restart on the game, essentially? Not yet, not yet. He only has one. I want it to be my last and final... like attack. Like I'm definitely gonna lose, and then I'll go ahead and give him the life points. Okay, hey, the Fool. Maybe I'm in this a little bit longer. That's what I call bricks. Oh, when you completely restart that, you have a card that pretty much essentially restarts the entire duel. All right, did I end my turn? I did. Okay. Let's see, I have 5 cards in my graveyard. How many do they have in theirs? 14. Okay, so no, not necessarily, because they just have cards in their graveyard. Okay, so clearly I'm not sure why I got everything back into my hand. No. Okay. Alright, this is where I'm going to lose. Let's see if I can, are they going to take it? Oh, they're too good for it. Yeah, let's give you the other 6,000, or the other 3,000. Let's make it 6,000. Congratulations, sir. To Soho. Whoever you are, Soho, congratulations. I bet you right now, Soho's like, this guy's an idiot. What do you think he was going to do? I'm trying to lose as a gentleman. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, okay, so that's another L. Let's go ahead and document that. So we're at 3 losses right there. All right, so let's return. Duel again. Let's find another one. And thank you guys for chatting with me and watching, keeping it fun. I appreciate it. All right, and let's go second. There we go. Lazy Man. Lazy Man. It's like Belowski. You guys seen that episode? You know Belowski. Moki, man. Moki. Let's see. GG's. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what that means. But, no, I do not want to activate Ash Blossom as of yet. Maybe I should have used Ash Blossom. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, Chris, yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I would not mind doing custom matches. As you can see, I'm not that great, so it's probably just going to be having my ass handed to me by the fans of this. But that does sound fun. I have to say that I've been doing Master Duel for not that long, obviously, since it's been out, and it hasn't been consistently. And before that, Legacy of Duelists, which has pretty much been on story mode. So the last time I've played against someone I knew would probably been back in person, back in the courtyard in middle school. So it would be fun to play against other players that I got to know. So that was the one thing I did miss about Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. Man, I'm going to sound like the typical boomer here, but son of a... Okay, hold on one second. Let's make a strategy here. So I think I'm going to do the Fool in defense mode. Let's do Blazing Mirror Force. We'll do 2 of them. I don't know if it will... Hold on. It doesn't say anything about only running 1. So let's do 2. The problem is I'm going to take the damage first and then them. So I don't think I'll activate both in a single turn, but at least I'll have one as a backup if they negate it. But yeah, let's see what we get here. Alright, well, there goes that. But they probably feel pretty confident about being able to attack me. So let's see if we can try to use one of these Blazing Mirror Forces here and give them a little bit of a consequence with that. Okay, so here's a question to the community while my opponent's taking their turn. I do have some physical cards. Again, especially with the cards that I have here in Master Duel, I try to have a copy of them in real life when I am looking forward to get back into like local events. But the one thing I've noticed, with the exception of my Exodia set that I have, I don't really care so much about the rarity of most cards. Like, it's nice, and if it's inexpensive, like for example, if you have a card that costs maybe 2 cents and a more rare, better looking version, hollow version, is 20 cents, I don't mind to spend the money. But like, when people talk about like other cards, they're like, oh, I want the rarest version, but they cost like an arm and a leg or a mortgage payment. I don't really care. Like, it's for me, it's mainly how does that play. Like, example, yes, I do have a hollow Exodia set, but it's from, what is it, the YGLD, so it's not a Starlight or anything else, and I just can't really justify the reason to buy a Starlight. It looks pretty, don't get me wrong, but a common Exodia card set and a Starlight have the exact same effect. So what's the difference? Appeal and prestige, maybe. So again, if I have stupid money, sure, why not? But do you guys like to purchase the rarest versions of your card as you possibly can, even though financially maybe you know you shouldn't, or you have a significant other to tell you shouldn't? Or are you mainly focused just like, no, I just want a copy of the card so I can play it, you know? So let me know what you think about that. I have never seen these types of cards. Flower, Willow, Clover, Z. Okay. How to counter and play your deck better. Plus, we'll learn from your mistakes. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. I agree. Yeah, I'm assuming you're referencing about playing with fans. Absolutely. It would even be better to play and to be able to do a live stream like this where I can have a second person, whether they want to have with a webcam or not, but at least talk. And that way there's a bit more of communication. So you can kind of do like a scrimmage or whatever, just to be able to like, hey, you know, this is why you won, this is why you lost, or, you know, because I feel the only thing with Master Duel, you don't really have the time sometimes to read all the cards as they're activating their effect. So yeah, you can watch a replay and everything else, but it goes by quicker, and understandably so. I get why, because duels would take forever if you had to sit there and take the time to read each one. So, but yeah, I do like that idea. Chris said shiny. The difference is the money and how the shiny the card is. Yeah. Hey man, as a guy, we like, as men, we like shiny things, you know, so I guess it's within our nature. But yeah, again, don't be wrong, if I had the money, I'd probably have the rarest versions of all the cards. But what is most important, I think, for me is just, can I play a card? That's all, you know. Flower Cardian. I'm not gonna lie, at a glance when I was looking at that, that said Flower Canadian. But no, I don't think I'm playing against Ryan Reynolds, and I don't know if Yu-Gi-Oh would be his game. All right, let's see. We're drawing here. Still have my life points. Sangan. Okay. Inflict 1500 damage. Okay, so they're doing some burn to us too. All right, let's see if we can get them to attack this. If I'm still around, we can do Dark Nurse. Skip the draw phase into the main phase. Okay. Let's see, during your opponent's draw phase, if they draw cards for their normal draw. So yeah, this is a burn. Another burn here. Cool. Skip. Alright, and we are in attack position. Let's see what happens here. So this is the time when Blazing Mirror Force is not as advantageous, especially when you have less life points than your opponent. But let's see. I'll try not to use it unless they're going to attack me directly here. And we are an hour 20 in. Just gonna check something really quickly here. Let's see. So, I'm gonna have a boomer moment here. Sorry. But, this is the only time I get it. The game has changed a lot, and I'm still getting used to, but when you hear complaints about turns taking longer than they used to, yeah. Well, Sangan's gone, so there goes that. Oh, okay, yep, effect. So let's see, let's do our nurse. But that's fine. It's okay. Again, that's the reason why I'm also doing this right now, is because I want to learn how to get better. And if by consequence my turns take longer because that means I am getting better, then great. Those aren't two correlating things necessarily, but you know, hopefully I'll have more respect for it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, over time as I get better. So we'll see. But yeah, the turns are long. Let's see. Oh, for Discord. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'll be honest with you, this was kind of on the fly. I kind of had all the equipment already from making YouTube videos in the past and such, but with like audio engineering and such. So I just happened to do this. I don't do audio engineering anymore, so this kind of worked out perfectly. So on the fly, I was like, hey, what if I just start streaming? But yeah, adding Discord I can definitely see that as a possibility, as something to do. So yeah. Well, there goes one of our Blazing Mirror forces. All right. You know, for a guy who has a name as Lazy Man, he's certainly doing a lot of work in a single turn here. Maybe that's just an observation, but something I noticed. Order was changed. Okay. You know what I should probably do for one of these videos is try to do I'm going to call it the Hot Pocket Challenge, where I'm going to, when I run into another duelist like this, I'm going to try to see if I can warm up a Hot Pocket by the time they finish their turn. I don't know what the result of it will be, whether I can do it or not, but yeah, maybe we'll just be able to see if I can warm up a Hot Pocket in the time that my opponent takes to do their turn. Let's see. There goes my second one. Let's see, Martinez. Turns are longer but easier and a bigger chance for a counter card to stop them in their tracks. Yeah. And let's see here. Richards, honestly, I am sure this guy combo flexing or doesn't know his deck like? Why does he have enough? Okay, and then all defense. Again, don't know. That's a good question, Michael. And yeah, I hear what you're seeing as well, Martinez. Let me see here. Bigger chance for counter card to stop them. Yeah. Again, I gotta say, as someone who's returning to this, I gotta get with the times and learn a bit here. But that's why we're doing this. We're gonna see if we can try to get better together. Or let me rephrase that. Maybe you guys might give me suggestions on how I can improve and get better. But I appreciate it. This is what I like to do. You know, I miss the old days in the sense where when you played Yu-Gi-Oh, you were playing with people and you could try different things and you can communicate. It wasn't just a simple duel. You know, they didn't just use me and leave me after that. No, you had a group of friends that you could play with. So, and I know that there are, where I live, some local events. So I might try to see about going out over there, see if I can make some connections, have some fun, because online is the most convenient way to do it if you just want to battle quickly. Oh my god. And there it is. Wow. That 1500 each right there did its thing. Okay, well, let's just have our fun. Let's summon. There's 1,000 there. Here's another 1,000 to you. And let's see. Now, we're going to keep that in the hand. Oh, Paths of Destiny. Since I have these on the field, at least I'm not going to win this, but hopefully maybe I can at least inflict some damage to them. Let's see here. Nope. Alright, yeah, let's activate this. So if they do any other special summons, right? Let's see. Oh, shoot, but I didn't do it in theirs, did I? Damn. Let's see. Yes, let's do Paths of Destiny first, and then let's do our bad reaction. All right, resolve. There we go. We're going to do this. Heads or tails. I'm probably going to lose. Oh, they got negative. If I get heads... No, we're both done. That's it. End of game. At least I went out on my own terms, right, guys? All right, let's see. What does that put us at? All right, so we're going to do one more duel, I think, because it's kind of getting to become a long stream here. And Chris, to answer your question, do I have a real-life deck? Yes, I have not exact copies of these decks that I have here in Master Duel, but near the same. I say near the same because I found out, even though I tried to make my real-life deck TCG compliant, there are some cards in Standard that on Master Duel that you cannot use, like Steal and Snatch, which would have been a great card for playing this, because then, yeah, they lose 1,000 life points and I take control of one of their monsters. So, but I can't play that in Standard. That's another thing I don't understand too. Maybe, again, another boomer complaint here, but I really wish they had more formats that you could play in Master Duel. And again, I'm not like super great or familiar with everything that Master Duel can do, but I've heard people talk about that they had GOAT format, but it was like temporary or just for a season. So it would be great if they had like a permanent lobby where you could just go and play. Let me just, hold on, let me play my turn here. Pot of Duality. All right, let's see, try and guess. Okay, try and guess would be good to do. Let's do try and guess. All right, shuffle the deck. Let's do our Paths of Destiny. It's gonna be 2,000 to them. Try and guess will be another, what was it, 3,000? Yep, and then Secret Barrel. That will just be dependent on what they have. And bad reaction as a just in case they get rid of my nurse. So, yeah. But, yeah, back to what I was saying. I feel like it would be nice, especially since the Yu-Gi-Oh community is still very diverse in terms of the types of players and from what eras players are coming from. Until, let's see, do I want to do that right now? No, I don't want to do it right now. Okay, That's fine. It would just make it so that way everyone had a place to go, you know, to be able to play. All right. Let's see here. Let's do Secret Barrel's only gonna be 1200. Let's wait till later on that, but let's do our Pads of Destiny. And let's also do our Try and Guess. And we'll do Fusion, doesn't matter, again. And then let's do our Bad Reaction, just in case. I don't think they have anything to counter it, but just in case. Secret Barrel, we'll wait for later on that. We'll use it as a bluff for now. You can make custom matches. Make it however you like. Oh, really? Okay. That's definitely good to know. I did not know that was an option. Alright, so we're both losing 2,000 here. Okay. And then Secret Barrel. No, we're going to hold off on that for now. Okay. Haha, nice. Okay. So let's put our Dark Lord in defense mode. Alright, I don't know if I will regret that. Let's activate this effect. He's definitely going to be able to... Let's just... I'll put Sangan on the field. I want to keep my nurse in my hand just in case I need her later. And let's end there. Let's see. And you can play Remote Duel. And do you go to tournaments? No, I do not. So again, a little bit about my history. I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again about a year and a half ago, but it was on Legacy of Duelists, and it was really just the story mode and the Duelist Challenge. Nothing online. That's fine. You can get rid of my Dark Nurse. She's gone, but my Bad Reaction's still on the field. So it wasn't until probably about a month ago I even found out that they still had local things going on in my area. So, yeah. Perfect. Okay. Hopefully we have a chance to win one. We're doing 5 duels, so hopefully I lost 4, so hopefully I can at least win 1 here. So, let's see. We'll end this turn with our cat. Hopefully we can get gift card on the top, place it, play it, and then we get rid of their last 3,000 life points. Let's see. But no, I would like to go to tournaments again. I am married, so that also is dependent on how much my wife also likes the idea of some of those things. She's very supportive. You know, she lets me do all these things. But we have a life. We share a life together. We do other things. But if I can make it out to a tournament and do it, why not? That'd be cool. You know. So let's see. Animal Center is banished instead. Okay. That's an interesting card. It doesn't matter. Just whatever card, man. Son of a bitch. Maybe it did matter. Okay. Let's see. Let's do our Secret Barrel during the attack phase. How about that? That way we can still keep this as a bluff for now. Chris, I see your question. I'm going to answer it in 1 second. Let me just keep an eye on this really quickly here. How about this? When you say remote duel, you mean playing on Master Duel, like against a specific player? So if like you had a friend or something you want to play against them, or I guess I'm trying to, I don't fully understand what you mean remote duel. So if you don't mind just clarifying that, be happy to answer it. All right, let's see. You know what? I think, yeah, let's do Secret Barrel, and then if I can get gift card in the next hand. Oh, son of a. All right. Well, ain't that a 1600? If you're gonna hit me, at least let me get some life points off you. And if I do cat, actually all I have to do is flip. So this could be... Oh, that was the end of the phase. Okay. Let's see, draw phase. What do I get? What do I get? Maybe? Maybe we might win one finally? All right, let's set gift card down. And let's see here. I'm going to also summon actually Dark Lord Nurse. And I'm only doing that as like an insurance in case she gets taken out or bad reaction. I have at least one left. Let's do our cat as well. Flip, and let's see. I'm going to do... he's only got 1,400. Let's do Magic Cylinder as a just in case. And then what do I have here? Oh, I have my other... yeah, I have... I'll be honest, I keep these extra in my extra deck only because of try and guess. What they actually do, not a clue at all. So, ill on me, I know. But let's go ahead. Let's push forward with this. Watch, maybe in my extra deck I had a winning strategy in there. Come on, come on, come on. Activate it. Yes! There we go! Finally! 5 duels, 4 losses, and at least 1 win. You know, I don't know if that's gives me more or less dignity, but at least I won 1 finally. So, anyways, so let me go ahead and record that here. So we have 4 losses, 1 win. Clearly, we have some adjustments we need to make to this, and I know some of you guys had made some suggestions, so I do appreciate that. But I think that's going to be the end of this live stream for today. Thank you guys who are watching right now. You guys have been very active, and thank you. All right, you guys have a great day. See you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.